You know when you're driving, which I believe most of you drive, um, like especially in the highway, right? When you're driving, you just have this wonderful person, that just had the signal on, and then you just let them pass by, which is fine. But then, they decide to go so slow, slower than you were going, and after that, you're like, why did I let you cut me? Or some other time, you just like stay on the left lane for so long, and this person's in front of you, they ain't moving. Literally, they're not moving. That you're like, okay, I'm sorry. Like, if the speed limit is like 65, why are you going 30 and 40? Type of thing. And you stay there. You're like, you know what? Maybe they will, speed eventually. They don't. Maybe they'll go faster eventually. They do not. So then you change to the right lane, right? The minute you change, to try to cut them ahead or something like that, whatever you're trying to do, try to change to cut them ahead, or just change in general, right? That's when they decide to go so fast. That's when they decide, and that's when that lane, even when you're in traffic too, I don't know if you ever been in like really crazy traffic, and then as you're there, you're like, you know what, this is not moving, like what's going on? And then the minute you move to somewhere, another lane that was moving, and that lane decided not to move, and the other one you were in decided to move. Now, I don't mean to take everything literal, but come on. There are certain times God literally puts you somewhere to learn a lesson. Like that driving, I'll be patient. Literally, I become patient. And I'm like, okay, all right, I understand. And I do this too. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to stay there because I already know. The minute I move, you're going to move. The minute I leave this lane, and sometimes I stay there for longer than expected. They just never move or not. They just never move. And I was like, I understand as well. But God put you in a class not to just sit there, do whatever you want, and then be like, you know what? I want to change class. No. I want to go somewhere else. I want to graduate from this. No. You were there to learn a lesson. You were there to do something. You were there to like take what was, what you meant, what you were supposed to take, and then move on. But we're like, God, I don't know why you put me in that stage, but what's the point? Like, why am I here? Like, what am I supposed to learn here? And sometimes we ask it in a way, like, we be asking questions in a way like, yeah, I don't want to do this, and I want to literally do something else. Not just like saying, okay, Lord, because you can't do that, When certain things changes in your life, you're like, God, I have been into this stage for so long. I am not sure what my purpose is. You pray about it. You're like, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to learn here or do. But teach me the way, it says in the song. Teach me the way. Teach me what I should say. Teach me what I should do. And teach me how I should react in that situation. Not just sitting there be like, what am I doing here? Like, I don't want to be here. Like, I want to get out. Like, let me out. Type of thing, like arrogant type of, don't do that. Don't do that. So just because you're in that stage, that situation for so long, like a month or 2 months, and God's like, hey, I put you in there, but you're just like, I don't see why. Well, have you learned your lesson yet? Have you learned what you were supposed to learn yet? Have you applied it yet? Have you changed? What has changed in your life? Are you able to just sit down and say, you know what? This was worth it. Are you able to sit down and say, you know what, God, I'm glad I trust you. God, I'm glad that, I was able to count on you and you did not let me down. What have you done? Instead of just like, yeah, I'm going to change lane. I do not like this. So therefore, I'm just going to get out right now and I'm not doing this. So instead of doing this, how about we pray? Be like, Lord, I have been here for a minute. I'm not sure what to do, but I trust that you will show me the way, And also, sometimes you stay somewhere and God's like, he's waiting for that maturity, He's waiting for you to understand the level of like, why you here. The whole part of like, trust me, I got you type of thing. So until you learn it, or the part where like you just stay there, you're able to just stay there and like literally cry out. You don't have the words. Your tears are words. He understands the tears. So you're just like, you know what? I got no words. Like, you literally drop down, like, cry full and screaming. Even one cry. Oh, I've been screaming. It feels so good. But I've been screaming. You know? Scream. Let it out. You're like, yeah, I would scream right now, but I can't, you know? I can show you what I mean. But point being, stay in the lane. Stay in the lane. And at the right time, hey, God will move you. Literally. Don't move ahead. Don't just do whatever you want. And at the right time, you shall see. And be like, at the end, be like, whoa, you were right, Lord. You were right. And sometimes it's kind of hard. I ain't gonna lie. It is hard to just stay there. So that's why you gotta, like, I do that whole thing where I'm like, God, just take my free will away. I'm like, I'm not using your right. Take my free will away and make this decision for me. It's so much better. You know, take my hand and lead me. And please drag me wherever I don't want to go. You know, sometimes God called us, we're like, I have a free will, so I can say no. I have a free will, so I can argue. No, don't give me the chance to argue. Don't let me argue. Don't let me argue. Just drag me. Drag me. Make me stay in that lane as long as I need to. Until I learn my lesson. Until I learn whatever skill you're trying to teach me, Lord. Oh yeah, that's it. So, stay in that lane.